Star Trek Starfleet Academy has got to be one of the dumbest, most idiotic, lore-breaking episodes I have ever seen. And what's worse, it's a two-parter. So the last episode is going to be a continuation of this episode. And it is already fucking ridiculous. It's every bad, weird, fucked up. Oh, God. I don't know if I can put this one into words. I don't know where to begin, but begin I will. So it starts off with saying year's end. So the first year of the academy is over. By the way, the maximum life this show can have is 4 years, because that's typical college. Year's end. We haven't seen the kids in any classes, except if you want to count the theater thing. We haven't seen them learn anything. We haven't seen them grow. We haven't seen them bond. I don't know what any of these motherfuckers' names are except Caleb. But whatever, this academic year is over. Fine, whatever, tits. So the new Federation capital is being opened up on Beta Z, and I still do not know the reasons for this. Shouldn't it be Earth still? Whatever. You know, fuck Kurtzman. Fuck the Kurtzman timeline. Fuck. The first thing Paramount does when they fire this asshole is absolutely decanonize everything. Somehow jam Kurtzman track into J.J. Abrams track and just decanonize it. Say it's not the right timeline. Unfortunately, you're going to have to keep Picard season 1 and 2 in the prime timeline, unfortunately. But at least season 3 was okay. By the way, grab your popcorn. This is going to be a long fucking review. So, we start off with the gay skirt-wearing Klingon having this ceremony to kind of like make his classmates, or at least his close group of friends, which he hasn't really shared anything with, hasn't had any experiences with, except going with Fishboy to his wedding. And that was an accident. But he's bringing them into his house. And this ceremony is supposed to do that. Whatever. Anyway, they drink this Klingon shit. And what's funny is he's bringing these characters, the main characters of Academy in, but his apparent boyfriend isn't there. He's not even in this episode. So, spring break, they're all cuddled up to one another. So what, did they just go back to his place and he butt-fucked him to death? So, while they're doing this, Sam says that she applied for a single room after her little princess makes a joke that they should just speak Klingon in their room, and apparently this upsets her. Why? I mean, remember, Sam went from being a fucking 5-year-old to now she is a legit 17-year-old. Maybe she wants some space. Anyway, Caleb doesn't want to join this particular family. You know he will at the end of episode 10. And he gets into the turbo lift. And he has to ride with the beta slut. So they found out what Braca, or Paul Giamatti's character, stole. And this is where this episode completely goes off the fucking rails. He stole basically Omega particles or Omega bombs or what the fuck ever. Okay, now, in Voyager, they encounter Omega. And it is such a threat that the Federation has basically said, in the event that you find Omega, or a civilization working on Omega, getting these Omega particles, you are to disregard, you are to destroy them, no matter what, even including this Omega Directive includes overriding the Prime Directive itself. That's how seriously Starfleet takes Omega. That basically, even if it's a pre-warp civilization and they're somehow working on Omega, you can literally just bomb their goddamn lab where they're working on it. And that's that. And Starfleet's like, oh shit, it's Omega. Fuck the Prime Directive. So why in the name of all holy God would the Federation be working on Omega particles because it destroys warp travel in the first place? Second off, because Academy takes place in the Discovery timeline, we have whatever the Romulans used. I forget what they called it, so that's not warp, technically. But they also have the slipstream drive. Just grab a space tardigrade, stick some needles in its nipples, and fucking you can go anywhere you want at any time. By the way, we're 6 minutes in. So they're waiting for Giamatti's character to make a move. The fat hologram instantly teleports into Caleb's room, and they have a little chat, and he gives her a pep talk. And then, he says, I can't find my mommy, even though I haven't thought about it for most of the fucking season. Like 80% of it. And he's like, well, I've tried this code and that code and this encryption, that encryption, blah. And finally she's like, well, you were 6. Well, why wouldn't it be something related to when you were 6? And oh my God, it works because, men have to constantly be told the solution by their betters known as women. By the way, Jonathan Frakes directed this, and he's the guy who gave us the best of the Star Trek movies, along with some pretty good episodes. So, he's got 2 years of messages from his mommy. Odd that she didn't try to look for him. Seriously, all the messages are, hey, I'm on this planet, come find me. Hey, I'm on this planet, come find me. Hey, I'm on this planet, come find me. Not, hey, where the fuck are you? So, he goes to Holly Hunter's character, and he overhears, by the way, they're not being very secretive about Omega. Another thing established in Voyager was that only captains and above, so basically captains and admirals, are the only ones that know about Omega's existence. Not even first officers know about it. Hell, apparently not. I don't even think Data knew about it. 7 of 9 knew about it because the Borg are obsessed with it. So anyway, he walks out and says, no, it's no big deal. Don't worry about it. And you know automatically he's going to steal a fucking shuttle. Anyway, as he's walking to steal the shuttle, he has this nice little, supposed to be deep and dramatic moment with the beta slut. Then he gets into the shuttle, and the hollow, fat hollow bitch jumps in. Then little princess shows up because she's, I don't know, making sure all the shuttles are something. And then finally, what's his name? Bully Fish Boy. He comes in. Now, apparently he is sloshed off his ass, and he basically says, because I'm Kelpian or Venevuva, whatever the fuck his race is, he says he can't metabolize alcohol. Which is odd, because again, in episode 7, he gets abducted from his wedding, and the first thing he tells the Klingon fucker is that there's going to be a bunch of drinking. We see him having champagne. Again, do the writers not talk to one another? And also, Beta Slut apparently found out that Caleb's going after his mommy, and she cares why. And also, getting back to Fish Boy, they were at a bar getting drinks. Whatever. The writers of this show don't share notes, and it really fucking shows. This is the one worst thing where I've seen different writing teams making different shit. In second place is The Dial of Destiny, a movie that had to be remade about 6 fucking times. So, anyway, they steal the shuttle, they go into a transwarp hub, which I thought was a Borg-only thing, but whatever. And now they're on generic shithole planet. Holly Hunter talks to the Admiral, and basically, he says, hey, go do what you want, and I can't help you if you cross a certain line. Caleb searches for his mom on Shithole Planet number 1. By the way, the first thing you see on Shithole Planet is some guy beating the shit out of I take that back. A white guy beating the shit out of some woman. Because, God forbid, it's anything else. So, he finds his mom really quickly. Oddly conveniently. So they have some stupid fucking reunion where they act more like lovers that are reunited more than mother and son. So Caleb, it would be a good time for him to say, hey mom, I got this shuttle and my friends are getting parts, but we need to get the fuck off of this planet now. And also, the only other thing I can ask is, who the fuck is Caleb's father? We don't need that. Dads are not important. And the dialogue in this scene is completely cringe. Oh, I knew you were so smart. I knew you were so wonderful. Blah, 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 blah. Fuck you. I'm still saying the last episode is going to involve her and Paul Giamatti's character being lovers. That's why she got busted out of prison. I'm still going with that. We'll find out. So, Caleb's friends show up, and his mom basically completely cucks him in front of them. Somehow, the Beta Slut and the gay Klingon are on board the ship that's supposedly only supposed to have 3 people. Odd. Also, why isn't the fat Jem Hadar on board with them? Isn't she like a senior member and Trig Notaro's lover in this? Whatever. There was an old country buffet calling her name. So Holly Hunter basically says, okay, you guys go hang out in my office. Well, there's 3 of them. Why not say, well, you're coming with us whether you like it or not, so you get on ops or you get on science station or communications or what the fuck ever, and you man the weapons council. Why not let them help? They're there anyway. They're in the same shithole that they're in the same, sharing the same fate. So Caleb is gonna go with his mom and leave the academy. Not that I care. Personally, I hope all of them die. And again, through all their interactions, they act more like lovers, not mom and son. And second off, why does Caleb's mom look the exact same? The last time we see her, Caleb is 6. Now he's about, let's say, just say 20. The mom has not aged a day. 14 years have passed. And of course, Caleb is not going to leave the academy. That's why I think his mom is part of Giamatti's crew or his lover. Because they already shot season 2. It's in the can. It's coming out. Personally, I would like Paramount just to throw it in the fire and take the tax write-off. So anyway, his buddies try to get him back to the academy. Caleb kind of dresses everyone down in a scene that is actually true about every single one of them. And then it kind of ends when Sam just hugs him. Then Princess dresses him down a little bit in return. So they go their separate ways. The kid gets captured. Caleb returns to try to save them. And his mom's like, oh my God, you're Starfleet? Who the fuck cares? So, of course, she eventually she decides to go help her son. A gunfight ensues. Oh, and by the way, I just got to talk about this. This is something that has got to stop. Because if they really wanted information, if the bad guys really wanted information, they shouldn't be beating the guy that seems to enjoy it. Okay, they shouldn't be beating the fish guy. If they really wanted to do it, start punching little Princess in the face, and the guy will crack. Because again, men have an instinctive need to protect females. But we can't show a woman being beaten by a man in 2026. And how the fuck are they restraining Sam? Like, she could have ended this in one... The problem is with Sam is she's OP. Like, she can teleport anywhere. She can do anything. She can't be hurt. Unless the plot needs her to be that. It would have actually been better if Sam was an artificial life form, like a Data. Then, therefore, okay, we can... She has physical limitations. So anyway, the Athena comes in. They rescue the cadets. They get caught by tractor beams. At this point, I'm wishing for the sweet release of death. So Holly Hunter cuts the saucer section off. And then literally the dumbest thing on the planet in the universe, possibly the final nail in Star Trek's coffin, happens. So they try to get back to Federation space. And they can't. Because Paul Giamatti somehow, in the 3 dimensions of space travel, has mined the entire territory of the Federation. How? First off, way back in Voyager's time, like 1,000 years ago, sensors could detect Omega from a long way off. But somehow Giamatti, with a ragtag collection of ships, mines the entirety of the Federation. Yes, Q, in the first episode of TNG, put up a barrier where the Enterprise could not pass, and he always had them in a bubble. But guess what? Q is a godlike alien that can do whatever the fuck he wants. Paul Giamatti is a stupid-looking alien with a tic-tac-toe game sewn into his head. Or cut into his hairline, or what the fuck ever. Apparently, Omega these days is as easy to make as microwave popcorn, or the Federation was stupid enough to make that many Omega mines. Which again, Janeway explains, just a couple of them could destroy subspace for an entire quadrant. So it ends with them giving an SOS. I guarantee you they're going to find some bullshit reason, some bullshit way to just render Omega completely neutral. I am really not looking forward. If I had to guess, it'll be found out that Caleb's mom was with Giamatti the entire time. And was actually on his side, if not his lover. And she'll betray him. She'll probably get killed. And she'll shut down and render the Omega inert or whatever. It'll probably end with something that stupid. God, fuck this show. I know Paramount got Warner Brothers. You had to spend how much for that? Okay, Star Trek was always a cash cow. But if you wanted to be a cash cow again, you have to decanonize everything Kurtzman did and give it to somebody who actually knows what the fuck they're doing. Hell, I'll do it at this point. For pizza and beer, that'll be my payment. Anyway, I am not looking forward to Thursday.